we do plan on doing some different promotions, game operations wise around the starting lineups to get the crowd fired up, whether that's spotlights or strobe lights. We've got some ideas, but again, a number of those things we are still trying to address, and so we are trying to get the crowd and everyone else and our players, for the most part, more pumped up at the beginning of the game. So that is something that we have talked about and will continue to do so.
Another question?
What are you going to do? Are you looking at getting more groups during each game? Because I remember when the gyms went here, they used to, the old gyms, they had different schools and they had, a ton of different groups each night.
Sure.
Is there a way to...
Yeah, I mean, that's our goal. My background and my success comes in group ticket sales. That's where I've had success at. That's where Sean's had success at. That's why we brought him here. Dayton is a great group market. It's got a number of large companies. We've got the Air Force Base. We've got a lot of scout groups, church groups. There are a lot of people out here. And we really feel like we can build our fan base through groups. And what I mean in saying that, we feel that when we get groups out, a lot of times we get first-time fans out of those groups. And as long as we're putting on a good show, those fans will come back. Not only that, we collect their information. So now we have leads for season tickets, for mini packs, all of those things. Now our season tickets start to increase. Our mini packs start to increase. Now our sponsorships are a whole lot easier to sell. So we really feel that it all starts with groups. And so, yeah, we've got a strategy in place to where, and going back to the schools, we've got a program that I've had success with called Grades for Blades. To where we work with schools. We let the schools decide, the principals, the teachers decide what students get rewarded with a free ticket, and then parents and families can come at a discounted price to certain games. We have not implemented that yet, just due to time, but that is definitely in our near future. Thank you.
It's really fun when you're not with a crowd or a group and you hear everybody announced and they're all excited, and it's just neat to see.
Exactly. Well, thank you very much. That was easy.
That's it? You're up there, guys.
Oh, there we
Have
go.
at it.
Andy?
Two questions. The first question is in regards to your season ticket holder game. Is that going to be something that you sign up for, that we sign up for, or is that something that you guys are going to choose randomly from a list that you already have available?
I would imagine that we will be doing it at random throughout the season, so that
That would be best, because
Yeah.
in the past, anybody and everybody can get in there and put their names in, and they're not really season ticket holders. So
Exactly.
it'd be fair to
Yeah.
everyone. My second question is addressed to Karen Loeffler. I understand that parking is going to be charged for general admission. Is that
That's correct.
Is there any way that there could be a separate entrance or lane set aside for season ticket holders, so we're not having to sit in the traffic of having, behind the cars that are having to pay to get in?
Tell you what, let me follow that up and see if that might be a possibility. I appreciate the suggestion.
I think you touched on the press, the media. We need to really concentrate on that.
Yeah.
Andy's going to be working at. That's so important. We haven't received that in the past, like we do.
absolutely. That's why we brought Andy in. Andy was here before I got here, and that's the main reason that our ownership hired Andy to come in. We've got to create better relationships with those media professionals in the area. Like I said, the last couple of days we've gotten coverage in the newspaper, so it continues to build and continues to grow, and we're trying to do a better job of having those relationships in place, because I think every person in this room would agree with that statement that our media coverage has not been what it should be. So, and feel free to let them know that for us. So.
Well, I can also say that every media person that I've spoken to, starting back from my press conference, interviews along the way, have needed to turn on my microphone.
That's my fault, Francis. Sorry.
Get you later. But no, I can honestly say since I came in on my press conference, every single media person, newspaper, local news, radio that I've spoken to, I've told them that they have full access to me and to the players before, during, and after games, practices. Doesn't matter. One thing that I know can help grow this thing and make us successful and bring up our awareness is to get the faces of the players out there, and hopefully we'll keep my mug off the TV. But we'll try and get as many of the players out there, and they know it's available. So we've opened the door. Hopefully they'll walk through it.
You know, at the beginning of the year, we said last year that credibility and momentum were going to be the two most important things for the team, and we lost both those things fairly soon after coming out of the gate. The difference this year is that there's consistency of message, there's follow through, there's credibility. If you look at the decals on the ice, you know, the dasher boards already, the response is very, very different from the response of last year. So they are definitely building the momentum and the credibility that we're going to need. And I think you're going to see that reflected in the media coverage and the fan support.
Are there going to be programs this year? Regular programs?
We are going to have programs. We will have a 32-page program. Last year that there was supposed to be a program and that never came through, we will for sure have a program.
I just have a comment more than a question. And I appreciate all the effort going into the website. Can you kind of rethink that website a little bit? I don't know how most people feel. It's the hardest thing to navigate. It's too busy. There's too much going on in the background of it. Can we kind of dumb it down a little? I don't know what else to call it. It's just really hard to see. It's also, if you don't have a widescreen monitor, everything is shown on one side and you can't get to everything. It's really, really hard.
Well, I appreciate your. Okay.
I honestly appreciate what it goes into doing websites, and I love having it there. I just think it needs to have a little bit of redesign where it's not so busy.
Well, I appreciate you bringing it up, and really that's the point of this thing, because we need to know those types of things in order to improve. So we will definitely take note of that, and we will take a look at that first thing tomorrow.
If you put Dayton Gems into keyword, just Dayton Gems, you get like 15 things about Dayton being the gem city. Nothing to do with hockey.
That's true.
If you search for
Yeah.
Dayton Gems,
Gotcha.
hockey doesn't come up.
Nothing.
Well, you know, it's not, I don't know how funny it is, but I couldn't figure out why the team name was the Gems forever, and somebody finally told me it's the Gem City, so I said, okay, that makes sense. So it's kind of random, the Gems out of nowhere. So
Karen, I know you're going to have to go a long way to beat the pizza, but maybe somebody could reevaluate what the items that we have in the concession stands. It's just old and very limited, and not always that good.
Well, since we have this opportunity, a few suggestions if you want to throw out things you'd like to see in the concession stand.
Well, it'd be nice if we could get to fries, or to a bowl of chili, cheeseburgers that are hot. Yeah. Chicken sandwiches or chicken wings. You know, you guys got that big kitchen back there someplace. But it just seems like the hot dogs and the sausages, there's not much of anything else.
It would be nice to get the same food quality third quarter that you get first quarter.
Oh, well, that's an interesting comment. So you're seeing a decline, I take it?
Yeah, excuse me, Karen, the chicken wings that are offered in the pub are fantastic. I get them all the time. I think there would be a good market if you were to offer them right up at the counter. They're very good.
Okay, so thumbs up on the pizza and the chicken wings, and a little work on the rest of the menu. Okay.
The pizza's fabulous. I've always said it's the best buy in the arena.
Thank you.
That's it.
Karen, in England, I hate to keep referring to that, but a former bomber now plays in Britain. He's doing a great job. Anyway, in Britain, they have footlong hot dogs with French sticks. You take a post, put it in the French stick, stick the hot dog down the middle, they squirt the whatever in ketchup, mayonnaise, mustard, whatever they want on it, and it's to go. It was fantastic. We paid about £3 for one of those that got that long. I'm telling you, if you use that machine, you guys would be laughing.
What was this called? What was this creation called?
It's just like a puzzle, but instead of cutting the French stick like this, you stuff on the thing in the middle. You stuff it down right out the middle.
Sounds violent when you talk about it.
You know, they cut the French stick here, then they cut a steel post, they put it in the steel post, wedge out the middle, stuff your hot dog in, squirt your ketchup, onions, whatever you want to do, and it's good to go. And they're fantastic. And they're hot.
It sounds like you just hollow out a hot dog and fill it with everything.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like. No, really. That's what it sounds like.
It's a bun. It's a bun.
Oh, it's the bun.
The bun.
It's like a pastry for a hot dog.
We'll tell you what, we'll have a chat with our food service director and see what happens.
One more, if I can talk loud enough. What's the parking fee going to be?
$5.
$5. This is for the coach. CHL rules, any different than the IHL last year?
I believe you're going to see the game being called a little bit closer to an NHL standard, so it's going to be a little bit tighter on the calls, not as much obstruction. I'm not exactly sure what the instigator rule is going to be. I know the IHL last year had a kind of a relaxed instigator rule, so I believe that's a little bit different. But I think the rules are going to tailor nicely to what we're trying to do with the team and being young and quick and you know, getting on the power play more often by exploiting older teams who are going to be looking to clutch and grab, which is going to be locked down a lot more this year.
Thank you.
Yep. Actually, I also want to add, I did get an email today referencing that there are going to be penalties for hits to the head. So whether it's unintentional, intentional, a hit to the head is going to be called. I'm not sure that it depending on the severity, it could be a 2 or it could be an automatic 5. So that's something that to be aware of, and I think once we get the rules and DVD for us, we can kind of release that on the website so that fans can know. And I think that would be good too, because it will be a little bit different than what you're used to.
2 questions. One, how are we as ticket holders going to prove our season tickets? Is that still in the process of working it out?
As far as like an ID card?
Or a sticker to put on there or something to hold down that says these are season
For the park?
tickets?
Yeah, you'll have. Yeah, I actually saw the proof today from Ashley. You'll have an ID badge that will that you can have hang around your neck, you know, hang around a lanyard or something like that. But it is an ID card that every season ticket holder will get.
If you have any questions, or if for some reason you didn't feel comfortable asking a question or speaking in front of a crowd, please grab one of us, one on our staff after this evening's event, or feel free to contact us in the office. We are always available and want to provide superior customer service to all of our fans. Thank you again for coming. Please spread the word. We can sell out opening night, October 16th. Thank you very much.
You know, very, very pleased with the turnout here this evening. Like I said at the beginning of the meeting, our first sellout and one of hopefully many sellouts this season. So we were over capacity, great event, great questions, great participation. Couldn't have been more pleased with it. You know they do. We've got a lot of exciting promotions planned. We've got a lot of exciting giveaways. We've got to be really creative to put a good show on every single night. Not only that, but on the ice. You know, we brought in Brian, our head coach, to really make a difference and get people excited about hockey again. Let's win some games, let's play hard, and let's get fans in this building who are pumped to be part of a part of the Gems.
Let me tell you, it was fantastic. I think it shows the kind of fan support that the team already has and what we're building. So it was great to hear somewhat the fans' feedback about the arena, the team, the organization. I think it's going to go a long way to help make it a more fan-friendly experience.